Hi, boys and girls. So welcome to part 2 of our explorers. We're going to learn about 4 more European explorers this week. So again, we're going to map their routes, and then you will do a little bit of reading about each one. This week, though, if the reading was a little tough for you last week, you can click on the listen box, and you can follow along as I read about each explorer. Okay, let's talk about Magellan. So Ferdinand Magellan, he's kind of an important explorer. Let's pick a colored pencil and color in our key for Magellan. I'm using this dark pink. And so we have a new foldable this week as well. We have Magellan, De Soto, Hudson, and Lasalle. And so here we are now in the 1500s. So we're getting, further into history. Remember that we're focusing on where did they leave from? So where is their point of departure? Why was he exploring? Because they're all he's. What did they find? What did he find? And any interesting facts? So as you're reading, you want to just focus on these 3 questions. Where did they depart from? Where are they coming from? What did they find? What was so important? Why were they famous, basically? And why were they going out for exploration? Okay, so Magellan, he also started in Spain. Why do you think a lot of them are starting in Spain and Portugal? Does something about the map maybe kind of lend itself to that? Right, they're already as far west. France is over here and England's kind of north, but again, if you're over here in Germany and stuff, you don't have ships really because you're not a seafaring country, right? And so a lot of the powerhouses at this time, Spain, Italy, France, and England, they are all up against the ocean, the sea, and so they have ships available to kind of sail around the world. So again, Magellan, he is the first person to actually go around the world. Okay. His whole crew didn't make it back. All of his ships didn't make it back, and you'll get to read about that today. So we're going to say that he went, he left from Spain, as all these other ones did, came down around South America and kind of along the coast, and then continued. He found the Pacific Ocean, so he's kind of the first one that kind of discovered the Pacific Ocean, which is kind of interesting to me. And I said it in the story. It's well, how did they know it was a different ocean at the time? What made it look different? How did they decide it was a new ocean? Because it's not like there's a line that says you have now crossed into the Pacific Ocean. So it's kind of interesting to think about, well, how did they decide that's a new ocean? I don't know. So he kind of went around the world and he came back up kind of around this way, they think. And he kind of went around into this little pocket and then down around Africa and back up to Spain. Okay, so Magellan, first person to really sail around the world. Okay, I hope you enjoy reading about him.